think today might be the day, boys. Anything frost is the thing we've got to be careful of, but we're doing a bit of a scouting run because I've got to get my hair cut. If I think that this is dry enough, we'll swap the wheels out today and try out the street wheels. How's that sound, boy? It is nice and sunny, it's just very, very fucking cold. It's like 2 degrees right now. Steady cruise into town. Another thing with this remote is you want to rest your thumb there, but then you can't see how fast you're going. Just like move it out of the way, it's quite awkward. I'm in eco mode, I'm just blasting down at the odd 14 mile an hour, no big deal. You know what, like big up respect to people who can vlog and do this at the same time. I haven't figured out how to do this in my left hand yet, and I haven't figured out how to vlog in my left hand either, so I'm not as ambidextrous as I used to be. I used to be quite ambidextrous, just couldn't write with my left hand. But I used to be left-handed. That's probably a little known fact. I think today's the day. We're almost there. It's nice, and if you can't do it today, you can't do it ever, you know what I mean? So we're going to wait for this to charge, and then we're going to swap the wheel. I'm trying my hardest not to like overcharge it and keep it, because I kept bringing it home like after a 5-minute whip around and charging it again. So I kind of like let it wear down over the shorter rides that I've been doing. So it's like, as I was coming home, I was like, whoa, that's pretty low. Yeah, just give it a bit of a blast, and then we'll be able to take the wheels off and give it a good scrub-a-dub-dub, swap the wheels on, see what it's like. Potentially, probably swap back again after, but say Sunday is supposed to be hammering it down, so we'll see. I might keep the other wheels on for a week, who knows. Someone's doing some casual drilling of some kind. I have like clouds and % chance of rain at the moment, so I've kind of got to wait in for a delivery that Laura's got going, but she said she doesn't want it anyway. Her Fitbit's broken. I don't know if I told you that. Like catch that keeps a Fitbit on is like snapped off somehow. One of these two, I don't know which. I contacted Fitbit to get them to replace it because it's in warranty, obviously. And they've sent a wristband for a watch that she doesn't own in a colour that she doesn't want. So that's what's going to arrive. Anyway, so it looks like it might drizzle, which might dampen my, literally, a little bit of dampness isn't too bad, but I might just swap the wheels over anyway and then just like live with it, essentially. And then just like it needs to be a bit drier before I can run on it. So, it's very loud in here, isn't it? These are the wheels, dog, and they are big. Like they're massive, but they don't feel massive because the all-terrain wheels are obviously like significantly more. These are 97mm, as you can see there, and the all-terrain ones are 175, as for comparison. They're also like significantly bigger than my old wheels. So, well, I mean significantly, like a good couple of centimetres either side in diameter. But they're also a 76A. I don't know a lot about wheels for longboards, don't get me wrong, but 76 is a softer wheel. It goes up, I think it's like 70 to 90, and 70 is on the soft side, so it'll like bounce, and it won't, it's not as hard. I think these are actually quite a bit harder than this is. This is like, has a bit of bounce to it. Also, because I got the GTX, they are the stone ground wheels, which are supposedly to mean that they're easier to run with straight out of the box. They're already like ground down a little bit, so that they'll slide better. It doesn't necessarily interest me in particular, but it means that they're more reliable in the sense where they're not just going to like change over time as much as these ones did. When I first got them, they were like a much shinier, harder surface to start with. But yeah, so in theory, maximum speed with this is like 27 miles an hour, and it will do a range of 30 miles. The board is charging. I'm thinking about changing the wheels. I might just change the wheels and then live with it. As you can tell, like it's half the size. It might mean it'll fit in the boot if I have these wheels on, which would be incredible. I'm going to swap them, and I'm going to try them out. I'm probably not going to swap back, even if I don't get a go at trying them or anything like that, on the basis that I want to just try them at least once going from the park and ride, because I know they are different to the other wheels. And I just want to try them out, and I don't want to be scared to use them, basically. I'm going to do some washing up. I'm going to put the whites wash out to dry, and then we'll swap these popperoos. I've decided I'm definitely going to swap them, at least for a little bit, because it's definitely worth the practice, and this could definitely do with a bit of a clean as well. What will be a significant bonus of these wheels as well is the board will actually fit in the boot, and I won't have to put it on the back seat anymore. How is it possible that I talk so much shit when I'm on my own? I've just realised how long this video is. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make yesterday's video a standalone video. mental. I did not intend that. I've just decided to do it. So that's why last video ended so random. This one has started so randomly as well, man. What the? It's go time. But it just occurred to me that probably the better thing to do is to buy... Well, obviously I bought the one with both of the wheels in them. But if you buy them separately, buy the street one and then buy the all-terrain street conversion kit. Because then you have a box big enough to store the wheels in when you're finished. God damn. I'm watching this video for like actual tips. Oh, there it is. I just unplugged the home to carry on charging it. That charger's hot. I'm going to have to remember to unplug that when it's not in use because it's burning up, man. It almost smells like burnt carpet. That's how hot it is. So there's videos online for how to do this, by the way. Don't use me as a thing. So what I've got, you prop up the bugger and then you take the wheels off with this. Trying your damned best not to lose any of the like washers or anything. Bluetooth's such a pain in the arse, isn't it? God damn it, man. Hey Google, play me this. Oh, but you can't because I've unplugged you. Damn. I really wish we had more plug sockets in this place. Every single plug socket we have, literally every single one, is a single plug. How useful, how useless is that? I mean, like, look at that. Oh, they're massive. I've almost forgotten how big they are. Jesus, I've also accidentally taken the wrong bloody wheel off first. I was like, why does this look different to this one on here? But I'm supposed to take that one off. But that's the belt system, and then once that, I can, in theory, I can't one-handed. Maybe I shouldn't have chose to do this right in front of the fucking radiator. I'm melting. Beginner's guide. There's two little tubes here. Look, there's two bearings in there. The other tube, which I thought was just like this, it just has a load of shit in it and two bearings. The other tube is just filled with bearings. These are the bearings you put in the wheel, not them. To add to the confusion, you want the little spacers from in there. And then these bearings. Thankfully, you don't have to do this all the time, only when you actually care about the bearings. It's just because the bearings didn't come in the wheels, so... Looking good. Well, that's not looking as good as the other one is. Have I fucked that one up somehow? That one spins more better. There she is. Wait, no, there she is. These, I'm hoping, are all spare. I couldn't figure out where these went, even though these are the ones that came off the board. I put a load of other ones on it. I appreciate that, Evolve, thank you. It looks like a completely different beast with these on. It looks so much more like low profile. Almost to the point where, I mean, people on the way into the hairdressers today, this old lady asked me how it was that... Has it rained? No. Okay, cool. I'm gonna head out. This old lady asked me how it was I stopped, because I like went past her at like in eco mode. Obviously I'm not speeding, but I'm going relatively quickly, and I just came up to the edge of the road and the brakes just stopped me. She was like, "Oh, is it electric?" So even with the big wheels on, people don't necessarily immediately think it's electric. They definitely won't now. It's just looks like a normal longboard. Well, we can't do all of that and then not try it out, can we? So, another thing to note is that kilogram weight difference is actually noticeable. And, oh no, look, it annoys me that the motors touch the floor when it stands up. That, well, I guess the old board with the other wheels on, it would roll away. If you like put it against the wall, it would just roll down the wall because the wheels still touch the floor. But obviously those wheels are smaller. This one, the wood extends past the wheels, so if you stand it up, the wheels are completely off the floor, as you can see there. But the problem with doing it that is the motors are then on the floor. If I owned this flat, I would put up like a wall bracket, but I don't, so I'm not allowed. Right, so this configuration here is the way that this board is sold. They say that the carbon is the best one with the all-terrain wheels on. These wheels came out with this board. Let's go. The amount that it rolls without being pushed is significant. That's way like, it's almost like a normal, well, not exactly, well, press the brakes a bit there. It's almost like a normal longboard. Not quite, but almost. It kind of sounds like more of like a go-kart, you know what I mean? Like this, it's a lot louder, the wheels are louder, which I guess you'd expect, but I mean, Eco held down is a little bit scarier than it is in the other one, even though it's the same speed. Which I'm surprised about, actually. I'm going to drop the fucking camera. Eco mode on the other wheels maxes at 13, 14 if you're going down a hill, but this goes to 16 mile an hour, which means Eco is no longer safe enough to just hammer down, you know? I'm trying to figure out if that rattle is, like, you know what I mean? Deliberate or not, or if I've not tightened something enough. So I've been a bit more careful. Belt tension isn't right, so one of them is like working ever so slightly harder than the other. Should we try and get to... I've done 20 mile an hour on it already. The other board feels terrifying at 20 mile an hour. This doesn't feel as terrifying if it wasn't so loud. I fucked something up. Let's diagnose. Okay. They stop about the same time. That looks good to me. Let's just try quicker. That looks good to me. My abs. Should we go out for take 2 then? Take 2 just to try it. Oh, god damn. God damn, it's harder than they say it is. And you've got to like proper... I just definitely recommend test driving it before going out on a long ride, just in case you need to redo it. To be fair, I bet there's a knack, and I bet you that like if you work there and do it every day it'd be really easy. I just don't know how many times I have to do it before it is like for me as well, you know? Like I say, I'm be the first to admit that I am not the most handsy of people. So I'm terrible with my hands in general. I'm gonna have to put fucking... Is it nearly 5 o'clock, man? I'm going to put some lights on. One thing I do remember, one thing from riding that over the all-terrain wheels, is you do underestimate just how much the all-terrain wheels slow you down. Like, when you let go of the accelerator, you actively have to brake with that. You don't have to brake very much with the all-terrain wheels. Remember me saying, I think it was yesterday, that if you let go of the accelerator, it feels like it's braking, and it's like can be quite jarring, so you have to slowly let go of the accelerator. With this, you have to actually press the brake. So, boys, this does not fuck about. Eagle-eared of you would probably have heard that I throttled the... It's scary. And look, this like slight decline here, it'll just roll. There is no way the previous one would roll on this. This is pretty dope. Look, free. This is free, 5 mile an hour for free. Well, that sapped way more of my time than I thought it would. I was having problems with the belts, with the tensions of the belts, even when I came back the second time, and it was much better. There was like ever so slightly out, so I tightened that up. I've realised that one of the screws that holds the motor on has gone, and I'm assuming it's shit, like it couldn't have gone far at all. I didn't even take it out. I've never... So I'm assuming it fell out. So I'm going to order some spare fucking screws, and I'll order the spare belts as well, so I can get it all in the same postage and package. I just looked back on that footage, and yeah, it was definitely rattling wrong, wasn't it? The first time. Christ on a bike. But man, that's pretty cool. I'm going to leave it like that. I'm going to see if I can use it on Tuesday. Basically, I couldn't order the screws though. The screws are only available in the Australian store, so I've like messaged them on like their little contactors thing, being like, I want to buy some screws. I'm going to be buying some belts. Like, can I, please? Yeah, like, hoofed to duft. Otherwise, though, today's been relatively unproductive. So, time to start the next day. In short, definitely the all-terrain wheels are a little bit more ideal for now, but we'll get used to it. We're going to try those wheels for a little bit, maybe swap them out before Christmas, but at least it's going to fit in the boot. That's like one big bonus. That is snow. I started to think maybe changing my wheels was probably a bad shout, really. Someone commented on my YouTube video saying that they use a guitar stand for their longboard, and I'm like, that is a fucking genius idea. And you know what? I've got a guitar stand. And I run into there, I'm like rummaging around, literally run, rummaging around, and then somehow in my like ability to never throw anything away, because that is a skill I own, I have the rubber bit that the guitar sits on, but not the stand that actually makes it upright. So I've just basically got a stick. I've got a big tuning fork, is what I've got. I can't find the rest of it. I'm like, god damn. By the way, snow has not settled. There's a little bit on the thing. The problem is going to be ice. It's going to be very ass there. It's on the drive into work tomorrow. But hopefully, well, hopefully it dries off for Tuesday, because I kind of do need my longboard on Tuesday. So I might even have to just swap the wheels back on Monday night, which is going to be really depressing. So otherwise, today has been a relatively chilled out day. We sorted out, we had a bit of a lion, sorted out a Christmas tree. It's the same as every year. I can't pan down too low because we haven't wrapped the presents yet. And it's great. So we just had that. We went out to the shop to buy an extension cable because I ran out of extension cables and I need to plug the home in. Normally we just have the Christmas tree lights down there, but this time we've got the Google Home down there too. What else have we done? We've just kind of like tinkered around. We went to go see Beth and Ben, who have just moved into their new home. Standing on my laptop. Just moved in to a house that they just bought, which is fucking crazy. But yes, we was having a look around there, had a cup of tea, all that kind of good stuff, planning our plans over Christmas and New Year, which are all good plans. But yeah, so that was good. And then otherwise we came back just chilling. We watched a bit of Blue Planet. I finished off my what's my jig. It's all tidy now. All I need to do, it's tidy and all like merged into the right branch and whatnot. All I need to do is remove all of the nougat packages that I don't need. So I like put in like Style Cop and stuff temporarily to make sure it's all nice and pretty. But then remove it before you nougat package it because it's not a dependency of the nougat package. All of that. I also put stuff like what's it called, like Newtonsoft JSON stuff in so that I could deserialize all the messages and things on the fly, but don't need that anymore, so I'm going to get rid of it. Yeah, otherwise it's ready. I'm going to take in my laptop to work and I'll demo it in our demo session that we have on a Monday, but I don't think it's going to be very useful to them. I don't think we're going to be able to use it on the basis that we kind of have a bit of a dumb solution at the moment for the problem we were facing, and also the value resolvers. I think we use value resolvers a lot. Whether we should or not is a different question, but we do. To be honest with you, it is something that I'm going to use it until the point where I have a value, like I can't avoid using a value resolver, and then I'm going to be like, can I solve this? And as soon as I've got like a legit issue, like an example of it, I might be able to just throw it in and like dive around the API again, see if I can find anything, but that might be a bit of a sticking point. Especially for work because we actively have them. But yeah, anyway. Anyway, it's bedtime. I am not going to transition into my sleeping pattern. I'm going to stay in like a relatively normal / my old sleeping pattern of just staying up really late on the basis that we have a lot of things going on, basically up until Christmas. I might transition for that week before Christmas, but this week is going to be quite a busy week for us. More reason to transition so I have more time, but likewise. Let's end this vlog tomorrow, I think. What is with all this snow? It's not like this in Bristol, boy. I think the longboard is definitely going to be retired this week. Bath is its own little microclimate. Like, in Bristol it's fine. Cold, but it's not icy, and it's not snowy at all. Like, there's, well, to be fair, the further out you get, which, why is that? Why do cities kind of survive? Is it just because they're warmer, or is it because like pollution or whatnot? I don't know. Either way, as soon as you hit like Bath, it's like really, really snowy. And I'm actually surprised how early I am. Well, I'm not early, I'm about to be on time. But I was expecting to be late because if there's snow or any kind of rain, people just forget how to drive. And they just drive like idiots and there's a shit ton of traffic. But that didn't really happen until like the centre of Bath. I got on a bus that I've struggled to get on recently because of the traffic normally coming into Bath. And then that bus then just struggled to get into the city centre because of traffic coming down the hill. To be fair, Bath is very fucking hilly, so if there is even a small threat of ice in Bath, I wouldn't drive on the hills. So there's that. Also helping the cause is the Christmas market's finished. Yes! So everything should just be a bit calmer now, you know? Not for me. I am racing to finish off the story that we're working on. We should finish it today. We would have finished it Friday, I think. Or no, I thought we were going to finish it Friday if I was in the office, but I wasn't. But I know that my teammate has had to change a couple of things when he showed it to someone else. So we'll see how much he had to change, but I think I should be finished by today. So we'll see how like sweeping that change is. Otherwise I've got to demo my mapper, and hey look, they're taking down the little shed. I've got Laura on floor watch this evening. If the floor is anywhere near as dry here as it is in Bristol as it is here, we should be laughing for the longboard tomorrow. Problem will be like the dew that happens overnight, and also in general that path has a skill to never dry properly. So hopefully I don't have to change my wheels. I'm back, about to drive home. The inside's iced up as well. What the fuck? Kinda gotta sit here too because I can't de-ice it properly because it's curvy. We're gonna wander to the path to see how wet it is. I think I might just change to the all-terrain wheels and just deal with it. Like, ice is one thing, let alone wetness. So it's like legit icy. And like I say, as much fun as the other wheels are, the all-terrain wheels are just significantly more convenient. They're more convenient to walk with it because you can just drag it along the floor and just roll it. They're less convenient to go in the car. They're obviously more convenient for everything else. So I'm going to. That's why I bought both sets of wheels. I can't be scared to change the wheels all the time. So let's just change the wheel. I'm waiting for Laura to come back to So she's going to text me when she's leaving, and I'll sort out dinner and we're going shopping. So I may as well start now. It's a longboard to the train station. I'm picturing a world where, it's happened before on my old longboard, where I've been like, only once, but I was pushing and then like the back of the board just slipped because there was like next to no grip. It's like a bit where it was really glassy as in like smooth. As I was cruising down, the board like went that way and it just kind of went sideways, and those tyres are literally stone ground, so they're easier to slide. They're more reliable, so that you know where the slide point is, which to me translates to easier to slide. So I'm going to swap to the all-terrain wheels. That's what I'm going to do. The problem is that fiddling around with the belt is actually really like tedious and annoying. And if you get it wrong, you get it wrong, and it's like. But I've got to leave them. What's really sad, and why I really don't want to do it, it's why I begrudge doing it, is I prefer these wheels. These are the wheels I wanted. And then I bought the other wheels for to commute. Well, I guess I am commuting. But these are the like in summer, these wheels will be on it all the time. I'll never go to the all-terrain wheels. And it like if it's too wet for these wheels, I just won't bother changing them, you know. But the other wheels are winter wheels, so you should wear them in winter. So here's the problem, right? The belt, I've just set the tension on the belt. It then says take this all off so you can tighten up that screw there. But how his fucking belt seems to be well stretchy, because now I've got to stretch it around this and around this, which obviously it'll fit, but I've just set the tension so it's tight, right? So now I have to like literally fucking yank the shit out of that to get that on there, and I'm scared of breaking this, because obviously that's the motor, that's the fragile bit, right? I'm getting mad, man. I'm getting mad. This has taken me, how long have I done this now? Nearly half an hour, and I haven't even got the fucking belt on. I've set the tension, I've taken it all off again. But it's this bit. His belt seems to be well fucking stretchy. He's definitely not got it tight. And the thing is, you can't even move this closer and keep it there, because then the cogs touch. Fucking done it. But we haven't even gone shopping yet and it's done. Woo! I think I was definitely right to change the wheels. It's -3 degrees. It's bloody freezing. My fingers in my fingerless gloves are cold as fuck. My hands feel like... Oh. It's a bit galling carrying a fully charged longboard that's really fucking heavy in the rain to the bus. If there's going to be anything that means I have to get fit, it's carrying that around. Because it's 10 kilo, my arms are aching now. I carried it more or less from the train station to where the meetup was. We went to, the reason I longboarded in today was because we were going to a meetup about security and stuff. Me and someone from work who watched these videos and apparently tells me that he can tell like well, how good my day's been based on the position of the camera. And how, like, if I'm just doing this, or, I don't know, so, something else to look out for. That's why I longboarded in this morning. The longboard did not like the cold, at all. It was very cold. And then, when I hit Bristol, I then carried it to the meetup, and then had to carry it to the bus, because it was slamming it down with rain when we left. It's so heavy. I worked up, it was pretty warm as well, like in a big thick coat. I've also like bit my tongue or something, so if I keep like starting to say something and go like, it's because I'm catching it. So today we have been making progress. We're like oh so close. We're oh so close to getting this story done, but not quite. Just keep uncovering more stuff. I need to sort out the end of this video. I'm going to end it and try and catch up on the videos that I'm falling behind on. I've got loads of stuff on my memory card. It's getting a bit full. I will catch you tomorrow. Catch you later.